You've done it. I've done it. Almost everyone watching this has done it at least once. You buy something, something you didn't plan for, didn't really need, and for a moment it feels great. And then a few hours later, or maybe the next morning, you look at what you bought and think, why did I get this? Maybe it was clothes you haven't worn yet. Maybe it was a gadget that's still in the box. Maybe it was food you ordered at midnight that you didn't actually need. And the confusing part, in the moment it made complete sense. You had a reason. It was a good deal. You deserved it. You'd been working hard. But now, you're not so sure. Here's what nobody tells you. That feeling, that pull to buy things you don't truly need, it's not a flaw in your character. It's not laziness or a lack of discipline. It is the completely predictable result of how your brain is wired. And once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll never look at your spending the same way again. Let's start with the most important thing to understand about your brain and money. Your brain has two systems that are constantly competing with each other. The first is your emotional brain, the part of you that feels, reacts, and seeks pleasure and relief as quickly as possible. It's fast, it's powerful, and it's been running since the beginning of human history. The second is your logical brain, the part that can plan ahead, calculate consequences, and think about next month's rent. It's slower, quieter, and it almost always loses in a direct competition. Here's the problem. Almost every spending decision you make happens emotionally first. You see something. You feel something. Excitement, comfort, desire, fear of missing out. And your emotional brain sends a signal that says, yes, get it. Your logical brain tries to respond, but it's already too late. The decision has been made at the feeling level before the thinking level even has a chance to weigh in. This is why budgets alone don't work. You're fighting an emotional battle with a logical weapon, and to win, you need to understand the emotion first. Now, here's the part that explains why it feels so hard to stop. Every time you see something you want to buy, a sale notification, a new product, someone else's haul on social media, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is often called the feel-good chemical, but that's not quite accurate. Dopamine isn't released when you get something. It's released when you want something. It's the feeling of anticipation, the scroll, the browsing, the imagining. And that feeling is genuinely wonderful. It's warm, exciting, and almost addictive. But here's the cruel twist. The moment you actually purchase the item, dopamine drops. The excitement fades almost instantly. The thing arrives and it's just a thing. So your brain goes looking for the next hit. This is by design. Every sale banner, every countdown timer, every only 2 left in stock notification is engineered specifically to trigger that dopamine response and get you to act before the feeling fades. You're not weak. You're being targeted by systems built by entire teams of psychologists and designers. Understanding that changes everything. So what do you actually do with all of this? Here is the single most effective habit you can build, and it's simpler than you think. Before any unplanned purchase, pause for 10 minutes. That's it. Walk away from the screen, put the phone down, get some water, breathe. What you're doing in those 10 minutes is giving your logical brain time to catch up with your emotional brain. Research in behavioral psychology consistently shows that the urgency to buy drops dramatically within just a few minutes of stepping away from the trigger. And here's what to think about during that pause. Ask yourself one question. Not, can I afford this? And not, is it a good deal? Ask, is this taking me closer to the life I actually want or further away from it? That question reconnects you to your future self, the version of you that has financial peace, that sleeps well at night, that isn't stressed every time they check their account. Most impulse purchases can't survive that question, and the ones that can, buy them, consciously, without guilt. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Every unnecessary purchase you've ever made wasn't a character flaw. It was your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do: seek comfort, seek pleasure, seek relief. The problem was never you. The problem was that nobody taught you how your own mind works when it comes to money. But now you know. You know about the emotional brain firing first. You know about the dopamine loop that makes wanting feel better than having. You know about the psychological tricks built into every sale designed to bypass your better judgment. And most importantly, you know that one pause, one question, one moment of awareness is all it takes to interrupt the pattern. That awareness compounds. Every time you pause, the habit grows stronger. Every time you choose your future self over your impulse, the gap between stimulus and response gets wider. And slowly, spending with intention stops feeling like discipline. It starts feeling like freedom. That's the real shift. Not deprivation, freedom. Don't forget subscribe and click the notification button for life-changing massage like this.